Hello, you guys. I think that this is going to be a brief one because I do want to go do something kind of social that I haven't done in a long time because I've been so focused on Nove. I think tomorrow's my birthday. Tomorrow I'm hoping to get it live to my founding members. I think that I'm like almost to that point of being able to do it. I'm so excited about it. So this weekend is the last weekend to join Nove. If you would like to join Nove as a founding member, then after we do our founding member stuff, you can join as a public member. But the perks of being founding member is that you get locked in yearly price and private access to the community. So we have a WhatsApp group for all the founding members. We'll get on some calls, live calls. I'll answer any questions. If you ever need support in the group chat, I'm there. The group chat's there, and you'll have support because there's a lot of features in Nove. So if you don't know, Nove is my app that I've been working on for 2 years, but really hardcore, like not hardcore, but like the visions become very concrete and clear the past 6 months, and then the past 3 months it was like it evolved so much. It took life, like it became alive, really, and it lives and breathes. It's crazy. Like it really evolves with you. And so what it is a subconscious reprogramming app. I don't want to call it a manifestation app. It is a manifestation app though. It's all about your chosen timeline. You can do nervous system regulation, so like what you would learn in my program Healed, how I healed my body from chronic illness, is brain retraining, so rewiring the brain. You use your chosen timeline to rewire your brain. My favorite feature, you'll see, I'll tell you more about it when it's live, but it's really fucking powerful. And I think that maybe that's what I'll talk about in this, is like the power of nervous system regulation, the power of rewiring your mind, and the power of staying in the chosen timeline, the future timeline energy. So because I've been doing this all day, every day, and listening, editing, I wake up, I listen right away to the morning script, I go to bed, I listen to the evening script right before I go to bed. Throughout the day I'm doing the meditations, the walking meditations, the seated meditations, like it's wild. And I've noticed that as I started breaking my carnivore diet, so I started doing carnivore. It's not evil, it's not darkness, it's that, and I love you guys, but like I love animals. I'm a part of an animal rescue in Italy. I have all my animals. I love them. But I had to do carnivore for a little bit because I was literally not able to eat other foods without having an allergic reaction. The house here in Portugal has mold, and I have a history of mast cell activation syndrome and chronic inflammatory response syndrome. And unless you know what that's like, then you can't judge somebody for only being able to eat one food. So I was only able to eat steak and salt for a while. And I mean, I could eat the other foods, but I would get leg swelling and face swelling and static in my ear. And so it really, like, I was like, God, why did you bring me to Portugal? Which I love it here. I literally feel like this village was built for me. It's like, I love it here so much. But I was like, why'd you bring me to this house? Like, it looks so nice and shiny. It's such a beautiful location with the ocean views everywhere. Like, it's so great, but also it's like so toxic. And I just learned that I wasn't meant to run. Like, when you're about to quantum leap, you face the thing that you're most afraid of, that would most usually make you run away. I really have been, since I've been here, I've been having also a spiritual awakening, like one of the most profound spiritual awakenings of my life, and really understanding darkness, really understanding service to self, really understanding like what Christians would call Satan, what we're working with here, and how, you know, temptation works, and how like fear works, how these things are like the driving forces of keeping us away from the chosen timeline. And so my chosen timeline right now in this regard, in this vision, is that the app works out, and that it, you know, has the impact that I'm hoping that it will have, and that it's, you know, everything that I'm dreaming it to be. And so then I also have this mold that's like, run away, run away, run away, be scared, be dysregulated. Like, and that came from within me. That fear was living within me. I'd always been running from mold for over a decade now because of, you know, that's how I was taught to handle mold. And so instead I was like, I'm gonna stay. I'm not running, because I looked at other houses, like everything was moldy, like worse than this. And I don't want to live in another village. I really like it here. And so I was like, I'm staying. I'm going to stay and finish the app here. And I'll eat this way. I'll support my body in this way. And the diet change really, really helped. and I saw such I was already seeing an increase in my HRV from brain retraining and like doing the method, but it was before that I had access to my own app. And then I changed my diet. I started doing my app at Nove, and I started doing the practices and eating this way. I know I've said that a few times. I'm like trying to like gather my words, but my HRV went from doing the brain retraining, it went from like 60, 70, well, even in Ireland, it was like 40, 30, very low. HRV is your heart rate variability. It's how you recover. It's showing the health of your nervous system, the resilience of your nervous system. And so then I got here, started doing brain retraining, was getting like 80 to 90, which is great. But then I changed the diet and started working on Nove in my app every single day. And then it started going from that to 100 to, it actually like jumped to 130. And it's usually at 130 if I have like a really not stressful day, but like a lot of screen time and everything right before bed because I'm working on the app so late. And then sometimes it's like down to 110, maybe 100. But usually between like 120 and 130. High. That's very, very high HRV. Very strong, resilient nervous system in mold. Crazy. Like this is unheard of really for somebody that has a history of mast cell and chronic inflammatory response syndrome. And so, which is SIRS. And so I'm like, wow. And as I'm going through this journey, I started introducing foods again, like other than carnivore. So I started introducing carbs and whatnot into my diet again. And I thought that for sure my HRV would drop. Not for sure, but I was like, maybe it'll drop. And it hasn't. It's still, last night was 122, even though I was up till 2 a.m. working on the app, looking at screens. I ate really late and like all this stuff. I'm like, that should definitely dysregulate me, because before, if I did this, that would make me like 40, 30. And I was 122 last night. And so I have to say that I'm very confident that Nove is making such a difference in my nervous system regulation and in the frequency of like my cells pretty much, and my mind, because I shared in the last video how my mind has been doing this interesting thing, which I remember kind of, I don't know if I think I was learning about it when I was learning about neuroplasticity and like brain retraining. When you first start brain retraining and you're trying to like invoke these positive memories, which you'll see when you do like the health regulation in the app, is part of it is positive memories. Sometimes when you're so dysregulated, you cannot even remember a positive memory. Like you can't remember the joy-filled memory. Like your brain has shut it off because the focus of the nervous system has been survive. It's like, why would I think about positive, joyful memories when I'm trying to survive right now? Like I don't have time. I'm literally running from the saber-toothed tiger. And so when you start regulating and you start finding at least like one memory that is joyful, and you start practicing and rehearsing it, and you start feeling really regulated because of the chosen timeline as well, your brain starts flooding with positive memories that you've had in the past. And so what has been happening throughout my days here in the past, I don't know, a few weeks, is that I keep getting these like flashes of a positive memory from my life, and I'm like, whoa, that was really, like, that was such a great memory. Like, I didn't even know that that still lived in my mind, or like, I forgot that ever happened, honestly. Like, I haven't thought about it since it maybe happened. And so my mind has become such, and the sun's coming out now, my mind has become such a more joyful place than ever, and my nervous system's regulated. And even though it's like, sorry, I'll move this so the shade is not on my fresh. Even though I see the trigger all day, it's like every day there's a new mold spot, and I don't want to touch it because when I do touch it, that can be much worse. For me, dead mold spores are a thing, blah, blah, blah. It's a complicated topic. But I see it. Normally that just seeing it or thinking about it or talking about it would trigger me and like really dysregulate me. But I'm like, the trigger's there and I'm safe and I choose my reality. And then the other thing that just will not stop, and I meant to get into this in this video, or like the next video that I posted from the last one, but I'll have to do it next time when I'm not kind of rushed for time. But the kingdom within, like because I'm having this crazy ass spiritual awakening right now. The kingdom within makes more sense to me than ever before. It's such a beautiful vision, and I think that I just have to tell you, and you probably already know this because maybe you've been having these visuals too, or like this feeling too, but it was like the kingdom rose from within the individual, from within the starseeds who are remembering, who are like shining so bright right now and being pioneers, and it's like heaven on earth is here. And so every time I'm like walking throughout the day, I'm either getting a flash of a positive memory, or I'm feeling like just super peaceful and getting like a crazy download for the app usually, or I keep hearing the Lord's Prayer, which I went to Catholic school for 2 years, and there's the Lord's Prayer, which is like, give us this day our daily bread, forgive us for our trespasses, but it's thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And so it's like, the kingdom come, thy will be done, just keeps playing over and over and over and over. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. And what I was shown in my meditation recently was wild and just like earth-shattering, but it's that kingdom come. So it's like remembering the kingdom within, remembering that you are literally the king or queen of your reality, and that the way that we hear this is all an illusion, it makes sense to me now more than ever. It literally feels like it feels like this village here was created for me. It feels like the books that I've been reading recently were written for me. It feels like the content that I'm seeing when I open a social media app is literally made for me. And in a way, it is. And so I think that like, as we're tapping into this energy, and as the new earth is emerging, like you'll start to, and you probably already are, realize that like everything is coming together full circle, and that everything's starting to make sense, and that you see all these signs around you and everything confirming, and the reason why you went this way for so long, and the reason why you were guided to read that book, and the reason why you had to go to this place, and the reason why you had to meet that person, like it's all starting to make sense now. And the kingdom come, that kingdom is here. And so you're remembering that kingdom within, you're remembering that this is your reality. This is your reality. This is yours. You get to make it what you want to make it. And like, you're in charge. If you have mold in the home and everybody's telling you you're gonna die, like not really, but kind of. Like I saw girls post on Instagram the other day, and I've never actually done this before, but I saw her post, and it was like, you can't, like nervous system is regulation is pointless if you are still in mold. Like there's literally no point. The only time that it is beneficial is if you are out of mold. And I commented, and I was like, this is really misleading. Like this is very misleading, and this might be true for you, but it's not true for all people. It's not that there's no benefit to doing nervous system regulation when you're in mold. Of course, it will probably have a stronger impact when you remove the trigger, but it's not safe or beneficial to tell people this. Like I, for one, am living in mold, and I am truly having such a strong, profound impact by doing nervous system regulation, even around the trigger. So it's like, I choose my reality. I choose that even in the face of the threat that my nervous system was so afraid of before, I am safe, I am whole, I am healthy, I am regulated, I am attracting abundance, I am connected to the divine, I am receiving guidance, doors are opening for me, the doors that are not meant for me are closing. That is the most powerful prayer I think that I've ever heard, is God, open the doors that are meant for me and close the doors that are not. As soon as I said that one time when I was dating, I was like talking to this guy, and I really, really liked him and really saw such like a potential with him. But as soon as I said that, it was like we were meant to see each other, and he was working on a boat, and then he was like, such bad news, like my boat's going to another country. And I was like, God, really? But it's like that. Like that quick. It was within 24 hours is the door closes and the next door opens. And I think even more so now, like we're so close, like that kingdom is here, right? And so what you ask for, I feel you will receive much more rapidly than ever before. So Ask for what you want, create what you want. Don't let other people's conditions tell you, like, you can only have this if you do that, or if you live here, or if you have this kind of job, or if you're this kind of person, or if you have this kind of background, or if you came from this kind of family. Like, fuck all that. This is your kingdom. This is your reality. You can have whatever you want. Okay, I'm going to leave and see the people, and then come home and finish Nove, and hopefully for my birthday present, launch it to my founding members tomorrow. So I'm so excited for launching this app to everybody, not just founding members, but to everybody soon. Feels like my work with the divine, like it feels like everything that I've ever experienced up until this point coming together into this gift and this offer that I have to the world. So I hope that this message landed. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video. If you want to support this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not subscribed and you want to subscribe. Leave a comment if you feel called to do so. If you don't know what to say, you can put a wolf emoji. We love wolves here. And that is all. If you want to hype this video, you get 3 hypes a week, and it really helps my channel. That is all. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.